right, so we're getting in another creek trip after all. That way is Lake Martin. Not gonna go that way today. Upstream here, small creek that feeds into the lake. During normal pool, most of these rocks are underwater here. You can't quite kayak up there, but I'll usually drag my kayak up to the small creek and float it. Today, obviously, it's so small, we're gonna wade. I'd intended to do the fly that I had done on my last creek trip, but we've got a front coming in, and there's a tropical system in the Gulf, so it is very windy. So today we're going with the ultralight. I'm gonna start with a 1/64 ounce trout magnet. Like the last trip that I thought was going to be my last of the year, I expect a lot of sunfish and a lot of red-eye, and there's a fish right off the bat, right where he's supposed to be. Haven't even really gotten serious about it yet. Got us a little bass. All right, that's a good sign. I like that sound. Oh, not quite yet another one. There's absolutely no way you cross that on foot when this water is nearly full pool. Make just a couple of casts in here. Don't really expect to catch anything. Not right in here, but something could be hanging out in here. All right, this area right here is the red-eye spot. From here on up in this little part of the runoff creek. Having some trouble with my reel. It's very like it's gummed up. Oh, there's a bite. He didn't get it. Very rat-a-tat-tat bite, so probably a sunfish. Got some really hard to turn, and I don't know why. It's not been in anything that should cause it to get gummy, but it is. There we go. And he didn't have it. Didn't take it. Didn't commit to it, at least. Took it and ran off with it. There's another bite, another tap. These fish are not committing. Probably means they're really small. There we go. And he's off. This reel is really tough to use right now. Oh, doggone, I saw him. I saw that fish. Why can't I get these guys to commit and take? Because they are stacked up in there. I'm getting bit every cast in there. And those are almost certainly going to be red-eye bass. Use it a little faster. There we go. There's a fish. Nope, that's a sunfish. I thought for sure they'd be a little red-eye. But that's okay. We'll take him. There we go. There's a fish. Another little sunfish. There we go. There we go. Another sunfish. A little bit bigger, still kind of small. We'll take him. That was a stickfish that I thought was something special. There was a fight, but we didn't get him. There we go. There we go. Little sunfish. I wonder where my red eye are. There we go. That's a better fish. Feels like, yeah, that's a good fish. That's a better fish. There we go. That's what's supposed to be in this hole. Got us a good old red-eye bass. There we go. Where have your buddies been, fella? Where have you all been? Nice fish. Pretty, pretty fish. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't know where his friends have been. But that shows there's still some in here at least. That was a bass. Come out and look at it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to him. If you can see him or not. Oh, I spooked him. There's a redeye sitting right in the current there, and I just spooked him when I hung that piece of grass. A little bit smaller than the one we just caught. There's several. All right. You may not can see them. The sunglasses in front. There's several redeye bass sitting right out there, right in front of that rock ledge. Just sitting there. There's one little something hitting at it, but that's not what we want. Let's see if I see them. I don't see them now. Which really doesn't mean anything. They'll get down and sit on the bottom. Be sitting right there and you'll be right on them and not see them. All right, moving on. You may not realize it, but every video that you watch of mine, you see this creek because the intro shot came from right here. Just put a camera in the water, walked away, came back 10 or 15 minutes later to see what had swam by. And that's where the intro of the little bass swimming up and swimming back comes from. There we go. Saw him go get it. Come here. Come here. Come here. There we go. Very good. Another redeye. This creek is loaded with these guys. Exactly what we're looking for right there. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Who knows? That could be the same fish. Probably not. Oh, I saw him come out and grab it too. There's one looking at it. Two looking at it. Uh-oh. Snatched it right out of his mouth. You see them sitting right there. He picked it up. They look like small bass, but I can't tell for sure. You can get an idea about how this side of the creek split. Such a good redeye side. Rock bottoms. Very trout stream like. Every one of these holes has fish. There's little fish all down in there. Getting back to where the creek joins back up. The split joins up with the main creek. Normally, lots more water. Now everything is dry. No need to go that way. Not enough water for anything. I would love to keep exploring upstream in this creek. I just don't have time today. So what we're going to do now, oh, there was a flash at it. I don't know if you saw him or not. Yep, they're flashing at it right in there. Something's tapping at it. There we go. There we go. What I would expect to find there. These guys are in the runoffs. All right, hold still. Let me get you unhooked before you get too bad hurt. Come on, I don't want you to die. There we go. Maybe he'll be all right. I'm sure there are more than him in there. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time fooling with them, but in these rocky creeks, they're gonna be in every one of these little runoff areas right here. Hopefully bigger ones than that a lot of times, but that's okay, we caught him. Well, I thought I had the camera running while I switched to this rooster tail. I didn't, but it just produced a small bass after several casts when I was just about ready to give up on it. There we go. Cover this big pool right here. There we go. There's another fish. There's another bass. All right. Much as I like the little jig, that's a lot of water to try to cover with a jig. Fat little guy. So we changed to the rooster tail just because I can cover more. It seems to have been a good plan so far. All right. There's another fish. He's not very big. Oh, wow. Green sunfish? Warmouth? Some type of hybrid? I'm not sure. I think he's going to be a warmouth. But the coloration's not quite right. Whatever he was, I appreciate it. All right, we're out of the deep hole now, so we're going to put the trout magnet back on. We're about to get to the little run here of more creek-like water. I don't think we'll be able to get much out of the use of the rooster tail in here. We're almost done for the day. Well, I got back home and found out my GoPro had locked up and didn't get my exit scene, which I hate because I had a fantastic meeting with an Alabama game warden. He was there to check my fishing license when I got back to the truck. And seriously, it was a good meeting. I really, really appreciate when they get out and check licenses like that, because too many times on these small streams you see evidence of people that are fishing almost certainly breaking the law, overfishing, overharvesting, and these streams just can't support that. I've got a lifetime license, so I'm always happy when I see the game board, and you should be too. Anyhow, it was a great day on the creek. I don't know how many more I'll have before winter sets in. Maybe I'll get one or two more in, but if I don't, it was a good day to end.